Here is an introduction to the Evil Dead's menu. Let's get started by taking you down to the coin door and pressing the green button. This will get us to the main menu of the machine. Once into the main menu, we can use the up and down volume buttons as well as the left and right flipper to navigate the menu. The start button and the green coin door button will act as our select buttons. And lastly, the launch and red coin door button will get us out of the menu. The first menu we will enter is the switch test menu. By selecting the green button with the switch test option showing on the screen, we can begin to test the machine. You will see on the screen that there is a smaller playfield photo. This photo will have a crosshair and a number on every one of our switches that is currently activated. Note, it is normal to see the trough having all of these activated, as the balls are commonly still sitting there. To exit this menu, we will press the red button on the door. Next, you will see the stuck switch test menu. This will tell us all of the switches that are stuck or otherwise not being seen by the machine. Note that we can do some exclusions to help us cut down on clutter, depending on what we may be searching for. Next, we have the light test. Here, we will have all of our options to solve any issues with inserts, to flashers, to peripheral RGB kit for the game. Next up, we will have gameplay settings. Here we can adjust the machine more to our liking by choosing things such as shorter ball save, or adjust the target hits to make the game overall harder. This is where you can have fun and customize your game to your liking. Next, into the audio-visual settings. Here is mostly just a place to balance out the speech and music levels more to your liking. However, do note, we did hide the GI light tube brightness in here on you as well, aka the GI light intensity. Now we are entering into the coil test menu. Do note the warning. Warning, coil values are preset at the factory. Adjusting these settings improperly may harm components of your machine. Please contact Spooky Pinball Tech Support before making any changes. We have everything set from the factory, and we usually do not need to turn up any coil powers. Most commonly, if there's an issue with the coil power and it needs to be turned up, we end up overriding something that should have been corrected. Please do reach out to us for help if you seem to need to turn up your coil power. As we enter into the coil test menu, this is where we can now go through each and every coil in the game and test it with the press of the green door button. Now we again enter another possibly dangerous menu, the servo motor settings. Warning, servo values are preset at the factory. Adjusting these settings improperly may harm components of your machine. Please contact Spooky Pinball Tech Support before making any changes. Once again, everything should be set well before leaving here. This menu should be one of those we should just stay away from. Mech settings is the one that is mostly for keeping your game running while waiting on a replacement. Hopefully we never need this, but it's there to keep you playing the maximum amount of your game as possible and not needing to just leave it off. The lower playfield test is a really nice little touch. Seeing as the lower playfield window comes level to your playfield already, it would be a shame to have to take it off to test it for a switch or a coil issue. Here we made you a menu that can fire the launcher coil, notes each opto as it sees a ball, and lets you flip the flipper. Pretty handy and a huge time saver. Here we have the topper test menu. This will allow us to cycle the topper motor and test the switch, as well as see the full RGB cycle on the LEDs. Next, we will enter into the pricing replay settings. This one's for all the operators out there. Here you can change everything coin op related to your heart's content. Now we enter into the utilities. Here we can do an update as well as export any error logs that may be helpful in debugging code or game issues. Next, we enter the audits. In here, we will see a range of your game-specific stats available for us, such as balls played, average games length, and total games played on this machine. Next, you will see switch reports. This will tell us every time a switch has been used in the game and keeps a running tally. Lastly, we have the burn and test menu. Here we can choose coils, servos, or lights, and then the game will cycle through them all. Very handy for durability testing after any repairs. Thank you all for watching, and please remember to not change any coils or servos without speaking to Spooky Tech Support first.